Have you ever stopped and wondered, why do we so often give the absolute worst version of ourselves to the people we love the most? It's this really human and honestly pretty painful thing we all do, and that's exactly what we're going to dig into today.
I mean, it's a question we've all probably asked ourselves, right? We are so polite to strangers, super careful with our colleagues, but then we get home, and with the people we're supposed to cherish, bam, the smallest thing can set us off. So what is going on there?
And the answer, well, it's kind of a paradox. It's not because we hate them. It's not about a lack of love at all. It's actually the complete opposite. It's because deep down, we feel completely and totally safe with them. Yeah, just think about your day. When you're out in the world, you've got this armor on, right? You're being polite, you're controlled, you're professional. But the second you walk through that front door, it's like all that armor just clatters to the floor. The guard is down, and every bit of stress you've been bottling up all day long, it can just come pouring out, totally unfiltered. And look, this isn't just some abstract theory from a psychology book. For a lot of us, this clicks into place during one single, really painful moment, a moment of realization. Let me walk you through a story that really captures this. So, it all started after shouting at my mom. And, maybe that sounds familiar, just losing it on someone you love. But her reaction wasn't to fight back. She didn't yell, she just stayed quiet. And in that quiet, you could feel everything just shift. And you know that feeling, right? After the anger washes away, what's left isn't relief. It's this heavy, sinking feeling in your gut. Remorse. The sudden clarity that your reaction was just way over the top, and that the person you just unloaded on, they didn't deserve any of it. And this is where the light bulb goes on. The reason I did it, the reason we do it, is because I knew she wouldn't leave. It wasn't really about her. Subconsciously, I knew I could get away with it because she'd still be there. And that right there, that's the heart of this whole thing. We let our absolute worst side out with the people we love the most because we trust that their love is unconditional. It's like we feel so safe that we know we can afford to lose control because deep, deep down, we believe they'll still love us afterwards. Okay, so this isn't just one person's story. This is a real recognized pattern in psychology. It has a name. So let's get into the science of what's happening here. It's called emotional displacement. It's a fancy term, but a really simple idea. Basically, you have a terrible day at work, your boss yells at you, you get stuck in traffic, and you can't yell at your boss or the traffic, right? So you hold all that stress inside. And then you get home and you displace it. You unload it onto the safest person you know. And this next part is so important. We're not actually angry at them, we're just angry around them. They didn't cause the anger. They just happened to be standing there when the dam broke. They're like an accidental target. But here's the tough part. Just because we understand why it happens, that doesn't make it okay. It doesn't erase the hurt. And that's the painful truth, isn't it? They're the closest person when our emotions overflow, but they're also the very last person who deserves it. And our words, man, they can leave some deep marks. So if this is all starting to sound a little too familiar, what do we do about it? How do we stop this cycle? How do we go from just reacting without thinking to actually being more intentional and, well, kinder? Okay, first things first, the answer is not to beat yourself up with guilt. That just keeps you stuck. The real first step is way simpler. It's just awareness. Just noticing that feeling bubble up inside you and not judging yourself for it, just seeing it for what it is. And here is the one tool, the one question that can change everything. You just have to ask yourself, am I actually angry at this person, or am I just angry with this person because I feel safe? Just asking that, it creates this tiny little gap between the impulse and the action. And in that gap, you can make a different choice. And once you create that space, it's a simple 3-step process. Step 1, pause and ask the question. Step 2, just take a breath. Let the storm inside you die down just a little. And step 3, if you still need to say something, choose to say it with softness. Choose kindness. But look, we're all human. We're gonna mess up. There will be times when we react before we remember to reflect. So what happens then? Well, that's when we have to talk about how to heal and repair the damage. And honestly, we cannot underestimate the power of a good, clean apology. I'm not talking about a long list of excuses. I'm talking about something simple and direct like, hey, I was tired and stressed and I took it out on you. I'm sorry. That one sentence can heal so much more than 1,000 explanations. And apologizing isn't weakness. It's actually a huge sign of strength. It's you saying, you know what, this relationship is way more important to me than my pride. It shows you care about how they feel and that you're trying to do better.
And what this all leads to, really, is a total shift in how we see our relationships. They're not supposed to be our emotional dumping grounds. They should be our sanctuary, the one place in the world we can go to find peace, not the place where we start a war.
So I'll just leave you with this final thought. The people who make us feel the safest in the world, they are the ones who deserve our kindness and our gentleness the most. It's a pretty powerful thing to remember. Thanks for thinking through this with me.